Introducing a completely redesigned experience that you can sense. And that senses you. The new Dell Latitude laptops bring your work closer to you.
Arson attack tonight. Firebugs hit a Hope Island restaurant for the second time in a fortnight. Foxwell State Secondary College responds to disgusting social media posts ranking female students. Thick fog sparks airport chaos. Passengers stranded on the Coolangatta tarmac. We take you behind the scenes as we count down to our Seafire Spectacular. Plus $50,000 in free dining vouchers for locals. How to claim yours.
Live from 50 Cavill Avenue, Surfers Paradise. This is 9 Gold Coast News with Paul Taylor.
Good evening. A Hope Island restaurant has gone up in flames for the second time in a fortnight. Police launching an arson investigation after an abandoned jerry can was discovered on the footpath outside.
Smoke swamping a Hope Island restaurant. Firefighters smashing windows using angle grinders to get in. De Niro's commercial kitchen catching alight around 4:15 this morning. A jerry can left at the front and two witnesses telling detectives they saw a white Volkswagen Golf enter and leave the car park around the time of the blaze. Police declaring a crime scene, treating the incident as a suspected arson. This is the second time in 2 weeks the same venue has caught fire. Police say a man on May 17 entered the restaurant pouring accelerant on the floor. At this stage, no charges have been laid, but officers think the fires could be linked. De Niro's Kitchen and Wine Bar is solely directed by ex-drag car champion John Cannulli, who advertised the restaurant on his Facebook last month with the caption, "Much enemies, much honour." The business winding up in the Brisbane Supreme Court last month for failing to pay an almost $6,000 debt to an Underwood flooring company. Yasmin Bonnell, 9 Gold Coast News.
Coles Labrador customers were forced to shop elsewhere this morning after the store sustained extensive damage from a ram raid. A car smashing into the front doors around 3:30 this morning. The thieves breaking their way into a cabinet and taking off with cigarettes.
So I'm here with my shopping, but nothing going to happen. Yeah. So I have to go to the pub.
The store reopened around 11 a.m. Investigations are continuing. A teenager's faced court after pleading guilty to stabbing his friend a number of times in a Gold Coast park. Jalen Echo Taylor was charged with attempted murder after he chased another teen into parkland at Coomera, stabbing him in the arms and leg. The 19-year-old pleaded guilty to a downgraded charge of malicious act with intent. Meanwhile, a 39-year-old man will remain behind bars, accused of stealing a Domino's pizza delivery car and driving dangerously through a number of suburbs. Peter Francis Cassidy is facing a number of charges over the alleged weekend crime spree. His matter was adjourned until July. A 55-year-old man's been charged with 67 serious domestic violence offences on the Gold Coast between 2016 and 2017. Police arresting him at Brisbane Airport early this morning after he was deported from the Philippines. Officers say the charges involve a number of victims, with the man appearing before a Brisbane court next month. The principal at a Coomera High School at the centre of a sickening social media post has responded for the first time. But it's the contents within the letter that have parents even more frustrated.
A Gold Coast secondary school in damage control after 9 News broke the story of a disturbing social media post which saw female students from Foxwell State Secondary College ranked from abduction material to unrapeable. A letter from school principal Melanie Harth was today sent out. Parents were told the negative views being shared by the media do not reflect the reality of the school, that it's believed the post did not originate from within within the school and that the guidance officer and support is available to those who require it. A mother 9 News spoke to yesterday, labelling the letter as extremely disappointing, the victims completely glossed over. Her daughter caught up in the despicable content.
I was worried for her because she does suffer with anxiety and depression, and you know what impact this could have on her.
It goes again to the scourge of social media and the impact that that's having on young people in our state.
At this stage, it's still unclear who was behind the post, but Paul, anyone with information is still being urged to contact the school as police continue their investigations.
Thank you for the update, Jess. Let's go straight to Gildea Gripsky now. Gildea, it was a busier than usual Gold Coast Airport this morning.
Because of heavy fog in Brisbane, Paul, visibility was reduced to just 50 metres, forcing a number of flights to land at Coolangatta. 7 in total were diverted to the Gold Coast from around 6 o'clock this morning. The majority of those international. Passengers on 5 flights were able to disembark here, with those airlines finding a way to get their passengers to Brisbane. The remaining 2, though, both Qantas flights waiting on the tarmac for clearance to be able to fly back to the Queensland capital. QF52 from Singapore waiting 3 hours with its passengers on board, finally departing after 9 a.m. as the haze began to clear. Paul, there were some delays out of Brisbane throughout the day, but operations here continued as normal from mid-morning.
Thank you, Gildea. The LNP is doubling down on calls to review light rail to the airport, saying if elected, the party would put the brakes on the project. Shadow Minister for Infrastructure, Jared Blay, promising local stage 4 would not go ahead until more community consultations are done.
We need to look at the alternative modes available that the government has refused to look at. The other thing we need to do is have the business case publicly available.
But Tom Tate says there's no time for hold-ups with the 2032 Olympics looming. Over 8,000 locals are currently in line for elective surgery due to a surge in population on the Gold Coast.
Our members are concerned with the increased population that there are increased wait times in elective surgery, increased wait times in outpatient appointments.
AMAQ's convening a surgical waitlist roundtable to help the state government in planning for additional recruitment, training and staff retention programs. Local organisations still working to help those affected by the destructive Christmas night tornado have been given a much-needed funding boost. Community clubs right across the state raising $130,000 for social support services across the Gold Coast.
We still have a community recovery worker working at our centre. Her contract's just been extended for another 3 months because we still have a need.
Another $130,000 was also distributed through far north Queensland following Cyclone Jasper. Gold Coast residents are being called upon to design the city's biggest green space, the Greenheart Parklands, covering 257 hectares in Merrimack and Robina. It'll provide a range of sporting and recreational facilities.
Includes concert area, walking trail, play area for the kids, and many, many more.
Stage 1 is underway and is due for completion early next year. OK, fireworks spectacular next behind the scenes as the world's top pyrotechnic teams prepare to battle it out on the coast. $50,000 in free dining vouchers for locals. We'll tell you how to redeem yours. Plus proof cruising is a top choice for Gold Coasters.
Trump guilty. Now a convicted criminal, will he go to jail? Panic as Jetstar plane skids off the runway. Hunt for Queensland's Maserati driving banana thief. Big financial rewards of paying with cash. And a runaway pup's incredible 32-day journey across the southeast. 9 News at 6.
9 Gold Coast News, brought to you by Gem Life Gold Coast. Resort-style living for the over 50s. Experience the Gem Life difference.
The Surfers Paradise skyline will light up for Seafire tomorrow night. Gracie Richter joins us now. Gracie, competition's heating up ahead of this international battle.
Paul, it's going to be a battle between the Brits and the Italians this year. Tomorrow night, thousands of people are going to be down here at Surfers Paradise deciding for themselves which fireworks display is their favourite. I caught up with both of the teams today, and I can tell you they're both going to look and sound very different. Italy's Sound of Opera going up against British hits. Two countries going into a battle of electrifying proportions.
And we're also gonna celebrate one of the most strong and powerful Italian singer.
Lots of colour, lots of noise, and listen out for where the colours match the soundtrack as well.
5.5 tonnes of fireworks will be used across the 3 displays. To keep the competition fair, each country must use the same materials, but how they use them is kept strictly under wraps.
The first show's at 6 p.m, 7 p.m, and then about 7:45 the winner's announced, and then Australia straight after that. So it's nice, easy timings for families. No matter the weather, the judges will make their decision.
It's happening. Rain, hail or shine.
Gracie Richter, 9 Gold Coast News.
A parcel thief's been caught on camera stealing from the doorstep of a Palm Beach home. A man on a bike caught on CCTV scoping out the area yesterday, picking up one parcel, deciding it's not for him, before riding off with another one instead. The video was uploaded to social media in the hopes of someone recognising the man involved. A 9-year-old Southport student launched her career in filmmaking. Stella Musgrave taking home the top prize in this year's Rocketeers Film Festival for her creation, The Scared Koala.
Ooh, a koala! I bet a wildlife care. I was just trying to move all the characters. It was frustrating and fun at the same time.
Stella's film was plucked from a field of 9,000 submissions and will be shown at the Children's International Film Festival in Sydney. Good on you, Stella. Despite stormy seas during COVID, the cruise industry is bouncing back in a big way. A dedicated cruising travel agent, Cruiseabout, opening today at the Q Super Centre at Mermaid Waters. Cruisers now embracing all generations.
There's lots of families going with their grandparents. Everybody can cruise. There's a ship for everyone.
You get catered to hand and foot. You don't have to cook. You don't have to worry about a thing.
And 9 News viewers can score $100 cruising dollars to spend on your next trip. There's a bargain. In the news ahead, how to get your share of $50,000 worth of free dining vouchers. And Bronte in sport, an injury blow for the Suns.
A big omission, Paul. Co-captain Jared Witts ruled out of Sunday's matchup against Essendon with a hamstring injury. Who replaces him in the ruck? We'll tell you next. The heartwarming moment, a Titans young gun enters Maroon's camp as anticipation builds ahead of her Origin debut. And a sensational Slater winds back the clock to eliminate Ethan Ewing at Chopu.
Trump guilty. Now a convicted criminal. Will he go to jail? Panic as Jetstar plane skids off the runway. Hunt for Queensland's Maserati driving banana thief. Big financial rewards of paying with cash. And a runaway pup's incredible 32-day journey across the southeast. 9 News at 6.
Incredibly fun, remarkably functional, and effortlessly stylish. Introducing the all-new Ford Puma. A compact SUV that really packs a punch. Looking good has never been this easy. Secure yours today. The all-new Ford Puma. Effortlessly stylish.
A childhood dream is about to become reality for Titans young gun Sienna Lofipo, named to make her Women's Origin debut for Queensland in Game 2 next Thursday. And it's clear just how much this call-up means to the 19-year-old and those she holds dearest.
Moments like this are what Origin is all about. Sienna Lofipo dropped off to camp at Sanctuary Cove by mum as the teenager begins preparing for her Maroons debut in Newcastle next Thursday. Her maiden Origin match will be a baptism of fire, with Queensland fighting to keep their series alive after a disappointing Game 1. But there's plenty of confidence in this Gold Coast young gun.
Easy, mate. She played in the grand final last year for Titans, so I think she's ready for it. She's pumped and ready to go.
Tiny Norris cool, calm and with complete trust in the 19-year-old, naming the Titan to start at lock.
She's an active player. She's a leader on the field for such a young player as well. So, yeah, she provides options for us.
As does utility Lauren Brown, who starts at centre, with Emily Bass ruled out with a shoulder injury.
She made her debut in the centres as well, so it's not like she's a stranger to that position. She knows exactly what to do there. So, yeah, Loz will be ready for that role.
Mo Fotuaika firming for the men's series opener, but amidst camp has been lonely without club teammates Dave Fafita and Tino Fa'asul Malawi.
It is a bit weird, being here by myself and not my teammates.
But seems to be doing okay without them.
Any fun stories in the last few days, or you can't share on the video?
It's probably best not to share it on TV, so yeah, I'll just leave it.
Matthew Simbikas, 9 Gold Coast News.
A huge blow for the Suns ahead of hosting Essendon this Sunday. Jared Witts ruled out with a hamstring injury after failing to train with the group today. Young ruckman Ned Moyle will replace the co-captain. The only other change, Sam Flanders returns after missing last week with illness. Foundation Suns AFLW star Lauren Bella has inked a long-term extension, signing until the end of 2027.
I've had so much support in my journey with my footy that it was sort of a no-brainer to stay at home.
Bella hasn't missed a game in the Suns AFLW history, currently the club's games record holder, having played 47 matches for Gold Coast. And no title at Chopu for Stratty's Ethan Ewing, bundled out in the round of 16 thanks to some Kelly Slater magic.
Pulls up, pulls in, and he's going to get the number. Wow.
Slater stealing victory with just 4 seconds left in the heat. Brazil's Italo Ferreira going on to win the Tahiti Pro, but Kelly Slater does it again. He always does somehow, Paul.
Good on him, I suppose, and good luck to the Suns on the weekend as well. Without Witts, that's going to be tough.
It will.
Thank you, Bronte. Well, supporting your local up next, thousands of free dining vouchers for Gold Coasters. How you can claim yours.
And a warm one today for the final day of autumn. A wet start to winter on the way tomorrow, which is not great news for Seafire. I'll let you know how much we can expect. The full forecast coming up next.
9 Gold Coast News, brought to you by Gem Life Gold Coast. Resort style living for the over 50s. Experience the Gem Life difference.
Trump guilty. Now a convicted criminal. Will he go to jail? Panic as Jetstar plane skids off the runway. Hunt for Queensland's Maserati driving banana thief. Big financial rewards of paying with cash. And a runaway pup's incredible 32-day journey across the southeast. 9 News at 6.
9 Gold Coast News Weather Report, proudly brought to you by Skyring. Become a Skyringer and get more bang for your buck.
A nice surprise for residents along the light rail track under construction at Burleigh. $50,000 worth of vouchers, helping boost trade for businesses doing it tough.
A morning pick-me-up courtesy of Light Rail and the council.
It's nice when I wake up, look at the mailbox and I can get a free coffee. I mean, I hope it's helping the businesses.
Locals treated to a $10 voucher to be spent within the precinct in Burleigh at cafes and restaurants caged in by heavy construction.
We're struggling. We've had now 19 months of road closures and construction. You've got to look at it as a positive. If people come in, it's good.
The idea, encouraging anyone within walking distance to support their local.
As part of the community helps everyone else here, do small business on the corner up to light years, so it's been helping everyone.
While not a big amount, the vouchers are designed to get people moving. 4,800 are being distributed to local letterboxes over the next 6 weeks. Patrina Zaffa.
We are open.
9 Gold Coast News.
Time now for Andrew Lofthouse with what's coming up on 9 News at 6.
Thanks, Paul. Coming up in just a few minutes, Donald Trump guilty of paying hush money to an adult film star, now a convicted criminal. Will he go to jail, and what it means for the presidential race? Panic as a Jetstar plane skids off the runway. The hunt for a Queensland Maserati driving banana thief. Seniors reporter Bruce Page with the big financial benefits of always paying with cash. The King knights a rising maroon star, and a runaway rescue dog's incredible 32-day journey across the southeast. All of those stories and the rest of today's breaking news coming up right after Luke's weather. See you then.
Switch on
on a Daikin Alira X split system with advanced streamer technology to remove more than 99% of harmful indoor air pollutants and surround yourself with cleaner air this summer. Daikin, perfecting the air.
Thank you, Andrew. It is time now for Luke Bradnam and his forecast. Luke, looks like we're in for a wet start to winter.
We are, PT. Yeah, tomorrow not looking like a great day, but look, that's the bad news is we've got some showers on the way, anywhere from 7 to 20 millimetres. The good news is they shouldn't arrive until tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening, which is not great for sea fire, but at least you should be able to get outside tomorrow in the morning, get some outdoor activities done and dusted. Final day of autumn today, and looking at the gauges, all up 420 millimetres of rain over the season of autumn, which is about 50 millimetres above average, so not too bad. If you have a look at the coast cam from this morning, great start to the day. Light winds to begin with. We were thankfully spared of the fog that wreaked havoc on parts of Brisbane today, but the cloud has moved in this afternoon and those showers heading our way tomorrow. Temperature-wise, with those northerly winds, they got quite strong this afternoon. It was a warm day. Temps up around 25 degrees along the coast, getting up to 26 degrees briefly this afternoon for Nerang and also Coomera. And right now here at Surfers Paradise, still 20 degrees. Tomorrow's weather map, you can see that system making its way slowly towards the east, set to impact us from late tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening before clearing off the coast. Great looking Monday on the way next week. Tomorrow a top of 24 and dropping down to 18, anywhere up to 20 millimetres is the forecast. Looking ahead, showers easing for our Sunday, a top of 23, and then the cool temps arrive on Monday with the sunshine, sunny and 22. On Tuesday, a top of just 21 degrees with mostly sunny conditions. A top of 21 degrees for Wednesday and partly cloudy. Same for Thursday and a top of 22 next Friday. High tide tomorrow around 4 p.m. Let's check in with Rocky, see what's happening for the board riders. Yeah, look, down here at Burleigh, a little pulse in the swell overnight, not a lot of quality, and the conditions will deteriorate early into the weekend, but better waves by Sunday. For the swimmers, not the best beach days with blustery northerlies, grey and wet Saturday. Water temps 23 degrees, some cooler patches being stirred up by the northerly winds, increasing swell, making it unstable on those open beaches. For the surfers, a 1 metre uneven northerly wind swell over the next couple of days. Saturday, get your surfing in early and head to those northern protected corners like the Spit, D-Bar and the Tweed back beaches for a wave out of the wind. Points becoming blown out. Sunday looks like there'll be lighter winds and better waves on offer. For the 5-day surf forecast, that pulse in the swell around 3 to 4 foot over the next couple of days. Northwest to southwest winds. We will be finding lighter winds on Sunday and Monday and into early next week. So for the swimmers, play it safe, stay between those red and yellow flags. For the surfers, mixed bag of winds, but definitely improving by the later part of the weekend. Good on you, Rocky. Now for the boaties, strong wind warning for offshore ocean tomorrow. Sea's getting up to around 2.5 metres. Sunday, the pick day for getting offshore. My mate Johnny fishes at the sand pumping jetty every day. Picked up a nice Mac tuna there today. So PT, a real mixed bag to kickstart winter this weekend. Few showers heading our way tomorrow.
All right, Luke, thank you for that. And let's get a brolly for maybe sea fire tomorrow night. That is your local news for Friday. Thank you for being with us. We'll be back Monday at 5:30. In the meantime, here's Andrew and Melissa. From us all, good night